So the other day, we went outside. Can anyone explain what we were doing outside? Tell you what were we doing?
We were finding snails.
That's right. Do we happen to find any snails?
No, we found a worm and some ants.
Right. And as we went outside, I took a bunch of pictures. And it made me kind of think, because of the fact that we're taking part in this What Can We See, How Can We Help project. So we have to be able to make a story that tells the kinds of things that we see in our community, in our area. Okay? And we worked on that this morning, right? We came up with a whole bunch of ideas. But the second part is we're supposed to be identifying a problem. We're supposed to be identifying a problem and thinking about how we can help solve that problem. And it was as I was looking through these pictures that I started to see a bit of a problem. And I started to think about people like Dewan when we were outside. Dewan, do you remember when we went outside that day? How were you feeling when we went outside?
Playing and
I don't know if you remember, but I know the person beside you did. How were you feeling?
cold.
Cold. But you know what was feeling really cold? People were feeling really cold when they looked kind of like Jordan did. And I know this because I heard a lot of complaining.
And then that's me and Jordan.
Right. We had our coats, and Jordan had his coat, and Jordan had his hat, he had his scarf, he was ready to go in that. But that wasn't what was really cold.
That was me.
What did some people not have with them that made them really cold?
Gloves or
Yeah.
gloves or a hat or some scarves or a hoodie.
Okay, but a lot of people had hats. We had no problem with hats that day. I know there might be some people around that don't, and we had no problems with hoods or scarves, but we definitely had problems with something else, and you mentioned it first.
Well, it was winter.
Well, it was winter, or felt like winter. It's not really, but
Gloves.
right. And why was but a lot of people have snow pants. They did not bring it that day, but a lot of people told me that they did not have any mittens or gloves. And why was it a problem that they didn't have any mittens or gloves?
And I don't have a gloves.
Why is it a problem that you don't have any gloves?
Because then we'll be cold, our hands will be freezing.
Right, and then when we're really cold like that, can we have fun outside in the snow?
No.
So, how can we solve this problem for all these people that don't have any mittens?
By asking your mom and dad to buy some.
Okay, but what if people find it hard to buy things? Like, things are expensive. Mittens can be expensive. Scarves can be expensive.
Why don't you go to the dollar store? That's not expensive.
Well, you know,
and they have lots of gloves and scarves.
They do, and you know what, Ricardo? It's funny you should mention that. Because, Shyla, I went to the dollar store. But when I was at the dollar store, I picked up a whole bunch of gloves and a whole bunch of mittens. What could we do with all those gloves and
We
all
can
this?
give them to the whole entire school that doesn't have any.
And why would that help them?
Because then they would have gloves and their hands wouldn't be cold.
And if they had gloves and their hands aren't cold, what could they do? How would...
Play longer.
You know what, Ricardo? That sounds like a great idea to me. Who thinks we could start our own glove and mitten store? But not one where people have to buy them, one where we could give them to people that don't have them. A free glove and mitten store. Boy, you know what?
Kindergarten.
We could figure out exactly who needs them and we could give them.
You and Miss and both of the teachers can split up and we can go to the kindergarten.
you know what, Ricardo? This sounded like such a good idea to me. It's kind of what I thought of too, but you said it so much better than me because you thought of all the classes we could go to and stuff.
We don't have to go to the class because they can come here. They can come here because the art gallery. Yeah.
Oh, so they could have art gallery and take mittens with them on their way.
They could look at the mittens all they want.
Now remember, we might have to hold off on the art gallery a bit while
But it can be fun because we can pick one color mitten in different piles. And on the guided reading table, one of the kids can sell the mittens on the guided reading table.
Wow, well, you know what? You have so many great ideas. I think we should get started.